Monsoon Window. The first rain of the season arrived quietly, like a secret slipping through the sky. It began with a whisper on the wind, a hush over the leaves, and then slowly, the steady rhythm of droplets falling on the tin roofs of Carvan, a hill town forgotten by time but remembered by rain. Mira sat by the wide window of her family's ancestral home, a mug of cinnamon chai cradled in her palms. The house was silent except for the ticking of an old brass clock and the murmur of monsoon outside. She hadn't been back in 8 years, not since the accident that changed everything. The rain hadn't changed. It still came in thick silver threads, turning dusty paths into ribbons of mud and the garden into a lush green tangle. But Mira had changed. The city had made her faster, sharper, too busy to notice the slow things like how the rain made the moss bloom or how her grandmother's old radio always crackled louder when it stormed. She was here to sell the house. It was supposed to be simple. A week. Sort the papers. Hand over the keys. Leave. But nothing in Carver moved quickly, especially not healing. On her second day, while searching for the deed papers, Mira found an old sketchbook hidden in the attic. It was hers. Pages filled with ink and charcoal drawings from when she was 17. Her last summer here. Her last drawings of him. Arhan, the boy with a paint-stained shirt and a shy smile who had lived in the cottage across the stream. Her first love. Her almost love. The one she never said goodbye to. They had spent that last summer painting the walls of the local school together, their hands constantly smudged with color. She had taught him how to sketch faces. He had taught her how to listen to the rain like it was music. She had promised to write to him from the city. She never did. Now, 8 years later, his name still echoed in the sketchbook, in her tea-soaked memories, and most of all, in the rain. That evening, Mira went for a walk, barefoot through the wet grass, the sky rumbling softly above. The same path, the same bend in the road, the same wooden bridge that creaked when you stepped just right. And then, like a scene from one of her half-finished dreams, she saw him, under the old banyan tree, leaning against his bicycle, water dripping from his curls. He saw her too. Neither of them moved for a moment. The rain fell between them like a curtain made of time. "I thought you forgot," he said, voice low, eyes unreadable. "I tried," she whispered, her throat tight. "But the rain wouldn't let me." Arhan didn't smile. Not at first. He walked up to her slowly, as if making sure she was real, and then looked down at her bare feet. "Still hate shoes in the rain? Still love climbing trees?" she asked, noticing the small scratch on his wrist. He chuckled then, softly, like the rain had finally nudged the laughter out of him. They talked for hours under the shelter of his veranda about everything and nothing, about the years in between, about loss, about the art he still made and the letters he never sent. He never left Carvan. She had never returned until now. "Why did you stop drawing?" he asked, handing her an old pencil from his studio. "I stopped feeling," she replied. "The city took the colors. Life took the rest." Arhan reached for a small canvas and placed it in her lap. "Then take it back. Start here, with the rain." That night, Mira didn't sleep. She sat by the same window where the story began and drew. The rain became her ink, the thunder her heartbeat. She forgot the papers. She forgot the keys. And she remembered everything else. The house didn't get sold that week because some things weren't meant to be left behind. Some things like love, like memories, like the way rain sounds when it falls on familiar earth, were meant to be found again.